So welcome back to the next lecture of chemical kinetics. So in previous lecture we have seen the various factors which will affect the rate constant of given reaction. Now we will start with the new points, that is the enzyme catalysis, and this is the most important part of this whole chemical kinetics chapter. Okay, because this chapter contains the most important mechanism of enzyme catalysis, which is the Michaelis-Menten mechanism, and the equation that we are going to get is the Michaelis-Menten equation. And over this same end exam as well as the net set exam also, they are asking these questions repeatedly over the around 6 to 5 exams. Okay, they are asking this question repeatedly. So this is the most important aspect of this chemical kinetics chapter, because the questions came from this chapter repeatedly. Okay, so we'll try to have the detailed knowledge of this enzyme catalysis, and we'll try to see the its equations and what are its application of that particular equation. So this equation is having various forms. Okay, so either you can remember one of the form of this equation and try to rearrange that equation in the required form, or you may just simply remember all the forms which are available, so that that numerical problems can be easily solved. So it is depending upon the individual whether you want have the knowledge of a general formula and then try to convert that formula into the required one, or else simply try to remember all the formulas, which is quite tedious job, right? So we'll try to have some general theory for this enzyme catalysis. So we all know that these enzymes are what? Enzymes are nothing but the simply amino acids are there. So amino acids containing which functional group? That is the NH2 and carboxylic functional group. So these are the natural biocatalyst, environment friendly catalyst. So these are very specific in their action. Okay, so we all know that one particular enzyme will carry out the one particular reaction only. Okay, so these are the reaction specific enzymes are there. So these are the catalysts. So one major property of catalyst is that they get regenerated at the end of reaction, and they can operate reversibly also. So enzymes are required in what? Small quantity, and at the end of reaction they get regenerated again. So this is all about the what we can call it as enzyme as a catalysis. Okay, so Michaelis and Menten have proposed the mechanism how that enzyme catalysis can occur in the given reaction. So what we has given is the general mechanism, where this E is what? Enzyme, S is the substrate or the reactant, that is. So in first step they have proposed that this enzyme E is reacted with the substrate S to give this enzyme substrate complex. Okay, this is the unstable complex. So in order to form the product, they have proposed the next step as this AS complex or enzyme substrate complex is get converted into the product. Okay, so the rate of product formation is depending upon what? The concentration of this enzyme substrate complex. Okay, so we all see this steady state approximation in the previous semester. So in steady state approximation we will what? We will try to apply that steady state approximation on the that species which is having least concentration, or which is being what? Intermediate. So in this mechanism the enzyme substrate complex is what? Is the intermediate. So we'll try to apply that steady state approximation on the enzyme substrate complex. So this enzyme substrate complex and the free enzyme. So there is one assumption, that is that initially suppose we are having what? E0 as the initial concentration of enzyme. So after some time when the reaction is going to start, we'll be having what? Free complex E, or not free complex, enzyme free enzyme E plus the bound enzyme or the enzyme substrate complex. So initially concentration of enzyme is distributed into the two form. One is the free enzyme and another one is the bound enzyme with the complex, and the rate of overall product formation is depending upon the concentration of ES. So how will you write that rate? So rate constant for that particular reaction, which is K2 into ES. So this is the rate for the product formation. So in the above mechanism, the enzyme substrate complex is what? This transient species or the intermediate. So in applying the steady state approximation on the ES complex, So how will you apply that steady state approximation? So the steady state approximation is a rate of change of concentration of ES is equals to 0. So how to apply that steady state approximation and what is the definition of that steady state approximation? We have like already like detailed solved that various reactions in the previous semester. Now once we have applied the steady state approximation, since our mechanism is what, E plus S giving, which is in reversible equilibrium with what, enzyme substrate complex, which will gives you the K2 product P. Okay, so in order to like apply that steady state approximation, we have to consider the ES complex. So in first step, like see, consider this forward step, let this rate constant as K1, here it is K minus 1. So in first step, that is K1 into E into S, because it is getting forwards formation, so it has the positive sign. Now in second step or the reversible step, it getting decomposed. So in order to get the rate of that particular step, we have to just take the negative sign into rate constant into ES, and similarly the last step, which is the product formation step, so there K2 into ES. Okay, so this is the steady state approximation applied on the ES. Now we have like already seen that the initial concentration of enzyme is get distributed into two form. One is the free enzyme and another one is the ES complex. So we have to just substitute the value for this E in the above equation, because we cannot get the what, how much that free enzyme is left in the given reaction mixture. Okay, we can have the knowledge of this E0 only. Okay, we cannot have the value of this E as well as this ES. Okay, but anyhow we are going to substitute the value for this ES in the steady state approximation. We are going to get the value for this ES, but we cannot get the value of this E, that is free enzyme in the reaction mixture left. Okay, but we can have the knowledge of this E0, so we will try to convert the given equation in terms of this E0. So this E is equals to E0 minus ES, that we have get that equation from what, total enzyme concentration. So we just simply substitute that equation in the equation number 1. So here that instead of this E, we have just substituted E0 minus ES. So next step is to like simplify that bracket, and if we simplify that bracket, we will get this ES terms are there, 3 terms are there ES. So we have just taken that terms on the right hand side and simply try to obtain the value for ES, which will becomes out to what, K1 into S into E0 upon K1 into S plus K minus 1 plus K2. Okay, so in order to simplify the above equation, we have just simply divided the numerator and denominator of the above equation by K1. So we'll get what, S into E0 divided by S into, sorry, S plus K1 K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1. So whole this rate constant are called as a Km. Okay, here we'll get to the first constant, which is the Michaelis constant or Michaelis Menten constant. Okay, which is what, Km, and the value of Km is what, K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1. So sometime you may be asked about the calculate the value of Km. So how will you calculate? So we just need to take the ratio of what, rate constant of decomposition reaction or the ES complex divided by the rate constant of the formation of ES complex. So here we can see this, the numerator contains what, K minus 1 and K2. So these are the rate constant corresponding to the rate of decomposition or the decomposition constant for the ES complex, and denominator consisting of what, K1, which is the rate constant for the formation of ES complex. Okay, so that is the Michaelis Menten constant. So sometime you may be asked about like Michaelis constant is the ratio of what. So there you should tell what, that it is the ratio of rate constant of decomposition to the rate constant of formation of ES complex. So the rate of product formation will depends upon what, the concentration of ES. So rate of product formation is K2 into ES. So we just simply substitute the value for ES. Okay, so what is the value for ES? The value for ES is S into E0 upon S plus Km. So this is the rate law for the enzyme catalysis reaction. Okay, so in order to like have the simplified uh, way of this rate constant. Okay, this is the rate constant for enzyme catalysis reaction. Okay, you may be simply like need to like tell the order for this rate constant. So directly we cannot say the order because this is the summation is there in the denominator. Okay, so due to this we cannot say the direct order for this whole rate of equation. So in order to tell the order of reaction, we have to consider the two conditions that we have, like at the low concentration of substrate and the high concentration of substrate. Okay, so how we can like convert this rate law into the two different condition that we can like say in the next lecture. Okay.